Hello, everyone. Mr. Hart here. I'm going to be showing you um, our new book report. This is the Biography Bag book report. For this book report, students will have to read a biography on someone they choose. After they're done reading it, they're going to need to make a biography book report, biography bag book report. In order to do this, they need a bag. It can be a sandwich bag. I recommend simple sandwich bags, but it can really be any bag as long as it's not too big. What they have to do after they find a bag is put a picture of the person on the front of it, and then find 5 objects or 5 pictures or a mixture of both that are related to the person they read about. After they find those 5 things, they put them into the bag and write a quick description describing the picture, describing the person, and why the picture or the object is related to your person. I'm going to go through mine just to show you a sample, but just so you have an idea of what we're looking for, a good hint when you're doing this book report. I did a lot of pictures. So I had a picture, and then on the back I wrote why the picture is related to my person. So that's just a trick. And if you have objects like a tennis ball or baseball, if you're doing a sports person, have a little index card with some descriptions of what the object is and why it's important to your person, and keep it all in the bag. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my book report so you and your child have a resource to look at to see how to complete it and how to give a good presentation. All right, here we go. Hello, my name is Mr. Hart, and I'm going to be talking to you about the book I read titled William Tecumseh Sherman, In the Service of My Country, a Life by James Lee McDonough. William Tecumseh Sherman was born in Ohio in 1820, and he was very smart. When he was old enough, he attended West Point Military Academy. He was a good student, but also got in a lot of trouble. He would use what he learned in school during the Civil War. This is a picture of the crest of the West Point Military Academy. It's still around today, and you can still go to it. After he graduated school, the Mexican-American War started, and Sherman enlisted, and he was stationed in San Francisco. While he was there, he witnessed the California gold rush. He left the army but stayed in California as a banker. But his bank failed, and he had to find a new job. This is a picture of an ad for people to come to California, specifically San Francisco, during the California gold rush. A very interesting point in history. So Sherman may have seen this. Many people may have seen this too during Sherman's time. Sherman is most known for his actions in the Civil War. He fought and led men in many battles. He lost and won battles throughout the war, but his most well-known victories are at the Battle of Shiloh, Vicksburg, Atlanta, and his march to the sea. He was brutal and brave when he fought. His men loved him, and his enemies hated him. He helped win the war by destroying Southern supplies and infrastructure and demoralizing the South. This is a painting of Sherman right here and his army, the Union Army, as they ride past Atlanta as it burned. This was a very tough battle, and Atlanta had many resources in the Civil War, during the Civil War, so it was a critical victory for Sherman. And it's very famous for much of the city burning down due to this battle. Sherman and Ulysses S. Grant became great friends. There's Sherman, there's Ulysses S. Grant, and this is Abraham Lincoln. Sherman and Ulysses S. Grant became great friends during the Civil War. They worked together to end the war. Grant supported Sherman when he needed it, and Sherman supported Grant when he needed it. Eventually, Grant would become president of the United States, and Sherman would still support him. This is a picture of the three, Sherman, Grant, and the president, talking about things happening in the Civil War. It shows kind of their friendship and the good relationship they had. After the Civil War, Sherman was named the general commander of the U.S. Army. He would fight against many Native Americans in the West. He used similar tactics from the Civil War in the war with the Native Americans. This is just a picture of a Native American Plains Indian hunting a buffalo. These are some of the natives that he would have to fight after the Civil War in the American West. That is my book report on William Tecumseh Sherman. I hope you all enjoyed it.